I get a Frontier flight, knowing that there could be a risk. I fight you, I whoop yo. I'm not losing to no fentanyl ferret, okay? Now, I do a little bit too much. I whoop everybody on here. I'm from the hood. Oh, people are mad. People are mad. We are in Wakanda. This was crazy. All right, so boom, that's how we started the story. All right, so boom, I'm in Atlanta. When I fly, normally I drive from Chattanooga to Atlanta. Take me about 2 hours to get to the airport. It's an easy drive, straight down 75, no problem. It wasn't much traffic. It was pretty smooth sailing. I get to the shuttle place, park and fly, whatever that was. I get to my shuttle. I get on there. The Haitian dude, hello, sir. Where are you going? What flight are you going to? And I tell him where I'm going. I'm going to Frontier. Now listen, I've flown Frontier before and it was never a problem. I went to Miami from Atlanta on Frontier and it was fine. It's not all the bells and whistles from a Delta, but it kind of reminds me of Delta a little teeny bit, at least the interior of the cabin. There's no movie screen or nothing on the back of the seat. You gotta pay for snacks. They don't just give you the Biscoff cookies and the ginger ale like Delta does. It's just a dumbed down experience. It's cheap. And they had a direct flight to Norfolk. I'm like, bet, let's do it. I have not seen a Frontier flight to Norfolk before. This is my first time. Normally I fly Delta to Norfolk, but anyway. So I get a Frontier flight, knowing that there could be a risk because when you're on these cheaper flights, you're gonna get people that can afford it. Now I'll tell you what, I'm gonna tell you how I can kind of see that happening on my flight. But anyway, I get to my gate. They got me way back in the hole, but the gate was there. About to leave in a minute. I'm just waiting for them to call the zone to come board. Now, at the gate, there's a dude, and he's just kind of tripping, like a drunk uncle at a barbecue. Now, I don't think nothing of it. I'm like, he ain't about to board. Is he gonna go on a plane with us? I'm not even thinking that. I'm thinking he's just here, just tripping, maybe trying to, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not really paying him that much attention. But I do see the drunk uncle activities happening. So I board, people board, zone 1, and I'm sitting down, wait for everybody else to board. I don't see the drunk uncle get on board, but I guess he does. Because what happens, after about 10 to 15 minutes of us being on the plane, as they're boarding everybody, they go on the speaker and say, are there any nurse practitioners on board, any doctors, any medical professionals on board? I'm like, uh-oh, somebody got a problem. I'm thinking diabetes, somebody just, you know what I mean, feeling a little sick, a little nervous. I don't know what's going on. So they're calling the nurses. They go back to this one seat. I can't see who's sitting right there because everybody's running them. You got some nurses that were on board. You have the flight attendants, and then you had APD, or it might have been Atlanta Fire Rescue, whatever that department is called. Firefighters come on board to help with the medical. You got 8 people surrounding the guy. I can't see him. Then the nurse says, hey, does anybody have any Narcan? I'm like, oh Lord, not Narcan. We got a dope fiend on board. Man, see, that's that Frontier stuff, man. Delta would never have no fentanyl ferret on board. You understand? Or if they did, it's highly unlikely. A fentanyl ferret cannot afford a Delta ticket, $600 or whatever the case may be. But anyway, I'm like, oh Lord, please get this guy off the plane. He probably over there slobbing. You know what I mean? You know how they be with all that jazz, right? Hunched over, slobbing, all this and that. But the thing about Narcan, when they hit you with the Narcan, boom, you back to life. You go from being dead to alive, and it's like nothing happened. Hey, what y'all doing? Where y'all about to go? You about to get something to eat? It's like nothing happened. That's what Narcan does. So they probably get the Narc and hit him with it. Boom, he come back. He turns up. Like if you try to squish a cockroach and you don't quite accomplish the goal, it's like that. The roach might be kind of just chilling in the corner, right? Here you come with a shoe. Boom. He started just shaking and doing more and escape and go real fast. That's what he did. I whoop everybody on here. I'm from the hood. I'm a fight. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Now I can hear his accent. I know you're from Norfolk, Virginia Beach. I'm from the hood too. So I got that same kind of energy if I need to. But I'm chilling. I'm just observing what's going on. Get out my face. I fight everybody. F y'all. All kind of cuss words, loud, real loud. So then now they say, okay, you got to deplane, sir. You got to get off the plane. I ain't going nowhere. My daddy just died. I got the death certificate. I'm like, Jesus. So this goes on. The whole process took a half hour. So finally, they get on the speaker and say, okay, everybody deplane. Oh, people are mad. People are mad. Now, I am sitting across from him in the row up. So now I've been chilling. I ain't say nothing. I'm chilling. But in that moment, I snapped. I might have said a couple of cuss words at the guy, but I speak in his language so he can understand me. That Norfolk, Virginia Beach, I already know how to do that. So I'm talking to him in his language. So it clicks. He's like, all right, I get off, I leave. So he gets up and he's leaving. Now I do a little bit too much. I kind of just add a little bit extra on it. I'm like, yeah, KO hind parts, you know, that kind of thing. So I do a little bit too much. So then he's trying to like almost come back. I fight you, I whoop yo, all this and that. The lady in front of me is like, hey, don't say nothing because you're gonna keep going. I'm like, you're right. So I'm chilling. And the dude, listen, if the dude would have touched me, man, I'm not losing to no fat and no fair, okay? If you like to smoke crack for a living, you're not gonna beat me in no fight. But some of these guys, I don't know. I've seen some strong crackheads. These guys will lift up a whole a Tesla truck over their head like it's a bench press. These guys are crazy. But anyway, that wasn't him. But I don't say nothing. I'm chilling. He finally gets off board. Now, the whole time this is happening, there's a woman in front of him who is not with him, but she's a defender. I call her Malcolm Misha X. Civil rights. Oh,
don't say he needs Narcan. That's racist. Give him some water. He wants some water. He's black. That's why they won't give him no water.
Ma'am, do you understand where you are? Like, do you understand where you really are? We're in Atlanta, Georgia. We're in Wakanda. We are in Wakanda. We are in Wakanda Express, speaking about Frontier Airlines. 90% of this entire flight is black. We had a black pilot. We had black flight attendants. We had black AFD. We had black nurses. It was only one white lady who was a nurse. That was it. Everybody was black. And we all said, this dude need to get off the plane. He's probably geeked up, high as gas. Get off the plane. Malcolm Misha X when to start, you know, poking their pride and all that kind of stuff. So she get off too. Now, when she was getting off, it wasn't a whole big thing about getting her up. But when she got to the front, then she went to break it to, I got a dream. I like, man, nobody wants to hear your stuff. The whole flight starts getting irate. They're cussing at her, telling her to get off. But finally, we got Malcolm Misha X and the fentanyl ferret off the flight. And everybody was thanking me, talking about I'm the guy that talked them off. I didn't even want to take no credit. I was just trying to, you know, go to Norfolk. That's it. The lady came up to me, the flight attendant, and said, hey, write your name and number down and what you did, because everybody says that you got him off the flight. I'm like, all right, bet. I mean, can I get a free flight? Can I get can I get a credit or something? Like, what am I getting? I don't know. But yeah, that was my morning. The moral of the story is, kids, please don't do drugs. I don't want to see one of y'all getting kicked off a Frontier flight because you high on fentanyl or something like this. He was high as gas, slobbing, dead to the world. Narcan come through, boom, he back to life. Turned up like a squished cockroach. So yeah, this was on Frontier. So that was my story. Hopefully you enjoyed it.